Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night once again. So we got our first trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 today, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and amongst other things that from the last, couple weeks that did some videos for today. But the next, Marvel thing we have coming up before Guardians is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So they have as they call it, a special look from Brazil Comic Con, which is I assume that's why also we got all the trailers we did because they were showing a Brazil Comic Con. The Legacy of Ant-Man. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Scott, I need you to be the Ant-Man.
I need you to break into a
You have the
place and steal
chance.
some shit.
The chance to earn that look in your daughter's eyes. To become the hero that she already thinks you are. Second chances don't come around all that much.
Is this an old message?
It's the front gate.
Time works differently in the quantum realm. What if we could enter at a certain point in time, but then exit at another point in time? We could bring everyone back. My whole life happened because I messed up.
Not everybody gets a chance to save the world.
Avengers! Assemble.
Far away.
Scott Lang,
December, so
your reality. Everything you're holding on to. I know how it ends. Reality League. Ant-Man.
get a little like So yeah, 2/17/23. I mean, it's just again awesome to think. I know again some people are always going to talk about oversaturation and yada yada. Okay, what happened there? Um, do, 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 comments. Uh, got like the oversaturation of things and blah 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 blah. But again, as long as it's good content, what does it matter? Now, yes, granted, Phase 4 has been a little different, to say the least, and so a lot of people have had issues with, some of the movies or shows or whatever. Like I said, I enjoy them all for what they were. I mean, are they all perfect? No. There's some things that I think I would have liked to see a little different, but that's everybody. Everybody has their things. Um, and of course, there's some very, people much smarter than me, of course, that can give more opinion to a lot of things. But as a comic fan, I mean, again, someone who's grown up with comics and everything, and of course, just an MCU fan in general, like I said, I love what we've been getting. Again, even again from the comics, the different comics and everything. You had your main storylines, and then you had side adventures, else worlds, as DC would call them. Multiverse, what if, obviously, type stories. And so, I've always, but I'm saying even within the main 616 and the comics, still you have different comics that address different things in different tones. So to me, again, to see what we've got in movie wise, from Black Widow to Shang-Chi to Eternals, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, uh, Thor, Love and Thunder. It's. Am I forgetting something? and Black Panther, of course, Wakanda Forever. Very different things, but I've liked each of them in their own respects. Um, for what they were and what they bring, or they may possibly bring to the overarching universe. So, again, like I know some of the ones that aren't as loved, certain people have issues. Many people love Shang-Chi, but there's some people I know who didn't like it. There are many people who were okay with Eternals, but they didn't love it, and there are those who really, really liked it. Of course, Spider-Man: Far From Home. I mean, No Way Home. Pretty much, I think universally loved. Um, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, kind of divisive on it, and that's one where I could be like, even as I watched it, and watched it again, when it hit Disney Plus and stuff, I was just like, that's great, that's great, that's great. I really wish they had done this different or done this. Again, love seeing the Illuminati scene, and some other things. I guess my biggest gripe is always, I think, would have been just I wish it would have been truer to its name, and there would have been more multiverse of madness, more multiverse shenanigans, you know. But otherwise, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, and yes, of course, it had Sam Raimi's stamp on it, as Eternals had Chloe Zhao's stamp on it, um, as Shang-Chi, and again, excuse me if I mess this up, butcher the way his name is, I always forget it. Destin Daniel Destin Critton. Anyways, the upcoming also director for the King Dynasty, um, and Thor: Love and Thunder. As I just watched it again the other day, I watched Infinity War Endgame and then Love and Thunder. Yeah, it's a bit over the top in a lot of aspects, but again, it still has a lot of heart. And again, I love talking Taika Waititi, a little bit of Taika Waititi, and I think, like I said, they just kind of overshot on the comedy of it all, which seems to be the overall thing. But again, I still enjoyed it as I just watched it again. And again, you have Guns N' Roses as part of the soundtrack. I mean, how do you go wrong with that? So that being said, I am so looking forward to. And again, like I said, then you have the shows. Sorry, again, we'll go through it. Lest I forget any. Again, you have WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, again, which is slightly different because it's animated, but still, What If, am I forgetting something? Okay, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, that's what I forgot. And then, of course, you have, your specials, like, again, Werewolf by Night, which was just awesome, and just recently, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So, of course, I'm looking forward to Ant-Man, to Guardians Volume 3, to, the Marvels, hopefully. Well, again, that's a little later down the line, so probably we won't get our first look of the Marvels till probably shortly before Ant-Man, I would think, but maybe we'll get it before. Who knows? Um, but yeah, just there's so much to love about it, and those who want to complain and hate on things, not disagreeing or saying why they don't agree with certain things, but just blatantly hate on it. I don't get, but it is again subjective. So, anyways, that is my little rant on it after just seeing the little legacy of Ant-Man. Not really a lot of new footage that I noticed in there. Maybe there was a shot I didn't notice. Of course, like I said, we got to hear uh, Jonathan Majors as Kang talking a little bit more, just a little bit more. But yeah, I'm looking very, very forward to it. And like I said, I loved Ant-Man. Ant-Man and the Wasp was okay. So as always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me that like if you like my content. Let me know what you thought of the legacy of Ant-Man Brazil Comic Con special look, my reaction, and anything else you might care to hear me ramble on about, or suggestions for something to look at, for me to review or react to. As always, thanks for watching.